with Youth Solutions. This show is brought to you in partnership with the Pride Foundation, reminding you to always think positive and live positive. Please like, comment, and share this video. If you would like to contact us, the information is below. Our special guest today is Talisha Thomas with the Pride Foundation. Welcome, Talisha.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Please tell me a little bit about imaging and advocacy and how you're involved with that with young people.
Yes, so image and etiquette is a way of basically understanding what is in society, how to behavior issues that are in society, and how to be able to present yourself in a manner that can help make it in the world. So if you are in America, you would do the same things you would do in, say, the other part of the world. Etiquette has come from afar. I don't know if you know the history of etiquette, but it originated in the 1600s to the late 1700s, where a guy, he was a gardener in Venezuela. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but he basically used etiquette as a way of getting people established garden. So the word etiquette actually originated and means to keep off grass. And a lot of people don't know that, but it's pretty funny. So over the years, as etiquette has grown, they have used that in a way of teaching people a set of code or rules used to help people know what to do in society.
So to me, etiquette meant when my grandma taught me how to sit and how to use the right fork and spoon and how to use the right plate and how to act around adults. So I know there's a lot more to it than that. So tell me how that has an effect on young people and how they perceive that, and it makes a difference in how they're seen in life and how people perceive them when they go out into the real world, say for instance, into a job.
Okay, so for example, most people are the myth about how etiquette is, well, I have to change who I am. And I want people to stay away from that you have to change who you are. Etiquette is not changing who you are, it's modifying or editing certain behaviors that you have. So these teams, if they are, let's do social media, right?
Okay?
In the workforce, certain things that you put on social media, you have to be careful. You can't have pictures, you can't have your body out, you cannot have just inappropriate language, things that you would do with your friends out on closed doors. You can't do that when you are in public, because your interviewer, they're going to go back and look at your page and see what you are doing behind those doors. So they have to understand that their image is not just when you're in front of people, it's also in the technology as well.
Wow, that's interesting, because when I think of etiquette, I would not have thought about the media. But yet, when I think of people that I would want to employ as a professional, I do go to the media and I do look and see what's on their Facebook page. But I never thought of that as etiquette. Please expound on that a little bit more.
Well, let's do email. If you send an email, there's a certain way you're supposed to send an email. And traditionally, you always want to start off with dear, because we want to keep that personal, that communication line open. You can't just say, hi, Linda, and just start an email. It's best to feel important, so you like to put the word dear in front of it. Another thing is, at the end of an email, when you want to sign off, a lot of people tend to put their business name and number in their email, but they forget to sign off correctly with best regards, which best regards is not really the real way you should be using. Best regards, there's so many closing ways to close an email. Mm-hmm. So if these kids are not learning how to close correctly, then a business may not even think of hiring or think of their own professional. So you want to make sure when you're emailing people that you're using the correct grammar, you're using the correct punctuation, and that you're not yelling at people.
Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah, all caps mean that you're yelling at someone, so you want to be careful not to capitalize all your words, because someone may think you're being rude or disrespectful to them.
Right, I learned that about maybe like 10 years ago. Yes. Had no idea. So where is the best place for young people to learn this? They're not learning it in schools. So how would they get to a person like you who is trained? How would they get to you to learn these things?
Well, one thing is because they're so young, it's up to the parents to search this information for the kids because they're not into etiquette. They're more into what's the house clothes, what's who out there today and stuff like that. They're not into professionalism. They don't start worrying about that until after they've gotten out of high school and they realize, here's the big world. Now what do I do? Who's going to help me? And they start to panic. So the best way is the parents should look out for the Pride Foundation and look up different organizations that post, etiquette finishing schools. There's tons of finishing schools out there they can go to. The schools are not, it's just mostly times a week or during the summer. It's never during the school year so that the kids can maybe focus in school and then be able to, in the summer, take care of their etiquette, grooming, what have you. But I do want to say that during prom is a good time for those kids to start using etiquette, learning how to groom themselves, learning proper dances to do, learning how to communicate with other mates. Mm-hmm. So if it's a male, learn how to greet a lady, how to speak to a lady, all those things. And vice versa, the ladies need to understand the same thing and how to be a lady.
Right. So with you and the Pride Foundation, how could you connect with these young people? I know you're with the Pride Foundation, so how is the Pride Foundation getting this information out there, and how are you connecting with these young people? Is it churches or schools, or how do you connect with them? Because this is valuable information. How do we get that to them?
So the best way is we normally are out and about in the city, connecting with different schools, different communities and organizations who are already having youth groups inside.
Okay.
And so if those kids are a part of those youth groups, then that's how they can get in contact with us. We also have our foundation website we can go on to as well to be able to join. And I'm pretty sure we can put that on the website for anybody who's viewing this can watch and they can get that information.
Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with imaging and with your image, and what is your background as far as etiquette?
Well, actually, it started back in college. I actually was one of those students that were, all I want to do is do education. And then I realized, I need to do other things. So I ended up getting a little party life, a little. And then once my senior year occurred in college, I realized, okay, now no more games. I can't play anymore. It's time for me to actually get serious about finding jobs. And so I was in college at the time, I was a third year, and I was looking for different places to be able to learn the things that I needed. And I realized that they didn't have much. And if you did, it'd be like one day and you're lost. Okay, when is the next one? And then if you don't miss it, they do it for like a year. After a year, it's over. What I realized is, okay, once I graduated, I had got a degree in accounting, and I realized I didn't really want to do that. That wasn't my passion. My passion was more so in helping kids, teens, and college students be able to make it, especially being a roommate, not knowing how to choose your roommate, not knowing how to financially take care of myself and stuff like that. So I came up with the idea of going to IAM College Careers online, and I took the etiquette courses and became certified. And I also joined the National Etiquette Urban League. I don't know if you've heard of that, but they have that also, an association for
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to return momentarily and talk some more. So please stay tuned.
Kids start to experiment with alcohol as early as 9 years old. It's never too early to talk to your child about the dangers of underage drinking. Your kids really do hear you. Do you know what to say? For tips, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome back to Let's Rise, where we are talking about great things that are happening with young people. My guest today is Talisha Thomas, Talisha is with the Pride Foundation. Talisha, when you talk about etiquette and image, I see that passion in your eyes. Where does it come from?
Well, it's more so of the joy that I like to see in the kids' face. The ability to see them grow in society really makes me happy. I like to see that they have basically come from high school, basically growing up from adolescent to an adult is the excitement. And they can come back and say, Talisha, I've learned this information and thank you for sharing this information. And it helps me know that I'm doing my part.
Right.
And to see that they are able to go into these workforce places and be able to demonstrate everything that I've taught them. So the passion is in the heart and the love I have for them.
Wonderful. I hear that pride. Tell me a story about one of your young girls or young men that you shared that information with them. What have they gone on to do?
Yeah, so I've done, I don't know if you, who is it? It's a university I would go to every year that they have me come in. I can't think of the university right now. But the university, they have me come every year to do an etiquette course with their students. And it's normally hosted at a hotel. And so they have over 100 young students from all ages. We don't just target the teens. It's all mostly the younger crowd, maybe 7 and up.
Okay.
And so after I deliver my speech, I make it very interesting to them. I engage with them. We're talking about all types of subjects. They're talking about dating. Talisha, tell me about dating. What I should do when I'm dating? Or what should I wear? And the girls, oh my gosh, they give me. What kind of makeup should I wear? And I let them know, especially with the makeup, that there are certain things that you shouldn't wear, like dark lipstick should not be worn during the day.
Right.
You only wear it during the evening. Or tell them how to walk, and we'll have the young men take their jacket as they walk in the door.
Okay.
Put it on the coat rack, and they also learn how to pull their chairs out for the ladies and have them sit. And the ladies know how to sit correctly, how their legs should be, and what, certain stuff they should wear and such. At the end of the day, they learn how to tie, the men learn how to tie ties,
awesome.
And they learn how to appropriately eat, what utensils to use at the table, what's a salad fork, and all that good jazz. And so one year we did it where there was a chef that came in, a celebrity chef that came in, and he really had the kids go over all the amazing meals that he made. And so after we let them do that, they did like a little talk, and they told me, Talisha, we enjoyed this. This was amazing. If I could show you the video on where they were saying, I learned how to tie a tie today. I learned how to sit up correctly. I learned how to do this. And one year I did the Chinese. I did chopsticks. So we gave away chopsticks to certain kids when we did like the questionnaire. So they really enjoyed the games that we play to get them to learn the information.
Right. So they're learning not just about themselves, but they're learning about other cultures?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So they get to travel around the world.
Wow, that is so awesome, because some of them may not get to do that. So they can do that in their mind and through etiquette and image. And so how does that improve the image of themselves? How do they feel about themselves after learning all this?
It should definitely build their confidence. I've heard a lot of them walk away excited that they know the information. So they go home and, Mom, Dad, guess what I learned today? Or they'll go out and try to show it to their friends, or even when they're going out for their first date, hopefully they're not dating.
Right.
They go out and they can show what they've learned, but, put together. That the whole thing is being put together.
Awesome. So where do you see what you're doing today, and where do you see yourself going with the Pride Foundation in the future? What's your next step? I know this is going to go on for a long time, and you're going to have an impact on a lot more boys and girls, and even men and women with the parents and the people that you're involved in. But where do you see this moving forward, and where do you see yourself going in the future?
Well, the goal is to eventually be worldwide with it and have etiquette schools all around the world, and to have summer classes for these kids, like summer boot camps for these kids, so that they can be able to go and learn etiquette throughout the summer. So that's what
Great. So I know you're really deeply involved and you've been educated and you know how to do this, how would you get other people involved? Because, you're always going to need other people to go to other parts of the country, and the more young people, the more people you bring in, the more people you're going to need. So what are the qualifications? What can people do to get involved and to participate and to help you carry this on? Because it's definitely needed. So how do you do that?
Well, I do host a etiquette course for adults who are interested in learning etiquette, so they can use that etiquette to be able to either open their own etiquette school, their own finishing school, or they can decide to jump on with me and continue the legacy.
So how many teachers have come out of the classes that you've taught?
So far, I haven't had any yet.
Good. So you're in the process of training.
I'm in the process of training.
Fantastic. That is great. So you'll have teachers all over the place.
That's the goal.
So they can come here, or do you see yourself going to other places and teaching classes as well?
Yes. The goal right now, private sessions are done when they're needed. So like if someone calls me or call the Proud Foundation, we will get their information and then meet them at that location.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had like homeschool parents.
What about kids that have behavioral problems? I work with young kids that are incarcerated. They don't get an opportunity to even be involved in something like this. So would that be something you might be interested in?
That would be. Just you tell me the location and place, we would definitely be there.
How could you see, because I can see image and etiquette to be something to boost their confidence, to help them feel better about themselves, and to increase their self-worth. How could you see that as changing their behavior? Or could you see that? Personally, I think it would make a big difference. Do you see that as being a part of something that could help them?
Yes, it could. It could build their social skills. It could build their confidence in themselves. It could build their ability to go out in the world and maybe do business.
Right.
So I definitely do see that them being able to partake in something like this would help them tremendously in their social, their business, their personal lives.
So we do things like to help them get a job, like in the summer, we take them to job fairs. This could definitely be something that could be a part of a job fair, maybe?
Definitely.
Yeah, I could see that.
Learning some grooming.
Absolutely.
Learning how to socialize, learning how to make a resume.
Right.
How to set up a corporate email, stuff like that.
And even how to speak when they're being interviewed. Is that something that, that your etiquette would help them to
Yes,
do?
they do. We do have a session for that. For more of the kids that are entrepreneurs.
Right.
We have like young kids that have their own little businesses and they want to be on the interview for the first time. We do have a session where they can learn how to do media.
Awesome. I am not as media savvy as I should be, I know that. So tell me more about how media plays into etiquette.
Oh, it's a big nowadays it's very, very big. Basically goes back to posture. Being able to sit up, being able to not be a distraction. We tend to be a big distraction in America. Everything is hands. We tend to move our hands. And if you go to another country and you're moving hands, the person just following their hands. Like, what are you doing? What is she doing with her hands? Right? So if we minimize the amount of distractions, that's very important for students to learn in media. You have to eliminate the distractions that you tend to do on a day basis and realize that there's another professionalism that you have to bring in the media. So they will learn, like certain clothes you're supposed to wear in media. You can't wear every color when during media. You have to speak up during media. So yeah, those are the things they would have to learn.
Great. Well, we're going to take a short break and we're going to return momentarily. So please stay tuned. We've got more.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So don't hear, you can do it if you try.
Our world has gone digital, so you need to have a strong digital brand identity to stay ahead of your competition. Welcome to Kmaya. We are here to help you. Let us be your one-stop shop for all of your branding and marketing needs. Our team of experts will do everything from designing an effective and responsive website to building your mobile application. Our team produces videos for promotion and commercials, as well as live stream corporate events. We want your message to reach potential clients in every corner of the world. Please give us a call today at 832-856-1660.
Welcome back to Let's Rise, where we talk about great things that are happening with our youth. My guest today is Talisha Thomas. It's been such a joy having you today. This has been great information. I have to say, Talisha, you're beautiful. You have everything that any young woman in America today would want as far as your appearance, and you absolutely, evidently have great etiquette. You present yourself the way any young person or any young woman or any adult would want to be. So, if a young woman walked up to you and said, how do I become you? How do I become Talisha? What would you say to them? Because you seem to have it all.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for the compliments. The other thing is, I would tell them don't try to be like me, to be themselves, because everyone has a jewel inside. Everyone is a jewel inside. And all you can do is edit who you are and be the best version of yourself. Never try to be someone else. And so I would tell her also, work in the areas that she wants to work and improve on in herself. And not to beat herself up, to realize it's a journey, and that it's okay to make mistakes. And to breathe in and breathe out and realize that there is, for those of you who believe in God, that's going to carry you through the way no matter what. So for her to just polish up the areas she thinks she needs polishing. There's classes out there to help her develop in those areas of what she needs. So if she thinks it's her social skills, then take a class on your social skills. If you think it's your appearance, there's makeup classes you can take. If you think it's the way you need to groom, or if you're trying to date, or if you're trying to get into business work, there's tons of classes that you can take, finishing schools you can go to, or different organizations you can go to, or different women groups you can go to that can help you in those areas.
Great. So you encourage them to find their gifts.
Yes.
And when they find their gifts, then you can help them to expand on that gift,
Yes.
or enhance what their gifts are. So when they find their gifts and they come to you to help them, and you've mentioned all the different avenues, that they can take to find their gifts. But if they don't see their own gifts, how do you help them dig deep and help them to know what is special about them?
That, honestly, I'm not qualified. That is something God is qualified to do.
So how do you encourage them to find that?
Basically, to dig deep, do prayer,
Good.
pray constantly for God to help you seek out what your gift is. Because no one is put on this earth and don't have a gift.
Right.
We are all here, and we all have a reason to be here. And our reason is to share the gift that God has put within us. So it may take some trials. For example, like what I was saying with me, I went to school thinking I was supposed to be doing accounting work. Guess what? God had something totally different for me. He wants me to work with the youth. So that young lady, whether she loves animals, then she be a veterinarian. Whether she loves to help the homeless, then she open up an organization to help the homeless. Whatever it is, it will show. It will show quickly. And when it shows, you gotta know what to do with it and don't ignore the signs.
So you can help them as a group. Have you had any experience in helping them individually?
Yes,
One-on-one?
Yes, more so private sessions where someone said they're running for office, they will come and say, hey, I have an interview or I need grooming, like I need help with grooming. So I will tell them what's appropriate to wear for a different, say if they're running for council, being a councilwoman or something, then I'll tell them the appropriate clothes that they need to wear. We will do the sizing, we'll go in their closet, take some stuff out that don't belong, and rearrange some things and let them know, basically learn their type. Everybody has a type of personality type. And you will do the personality chart to basically help you see your personality and what your personality says about your clothing.
Great. So everybody has a personality.
Yes.
And you're able to determine someone's personality.
Yes. And not just that, I can look at their eyes, look at their cheekbones, their body structure, so they'll know what would they be able to wear. Doing hairstyles, different hairstyles that we wear, the nails. A lot of people don't understand, look, I'm cheating, but a lot of people don't understand your nails tell you a lot about the clothes you wear, the jewelry you wear. So you can definitely use that as a tip.
Okay. So how would you encourage someone to change? They say everything that they're doing needs to be changed. So how would you get that across to them without them being offended?
Well, just ask them what do they like and what are some things that they see they want to change. Because I would never go off and tell someone, hey, you need to change this. You know, that would be very rude and come off very pushy. And
You don't even come across as a person who would ever do anything like that. But sometimes is it ever hard?
it can be hard. You have people that try to, get you to tell them, but sometimes I just want you to pull out of yourself.
Well, they should trust you because you're the expert. So hopefully when they come to you, they should know that they should trust you.
They definitely do, because I give a worksheet where they have to fill out questions so I can better understand them and
Awesome.
analyze them to understand what their needs are, and based off those needs, we go from there.
So there's a preparation process
Yes.
that takes place, especially if it's individual, because that's a lot to individually. You're not changing who they are, you're enhancing
Yes.
who they are and helping them become better.
Yes.
And helping them be more effective. That's incredible. That's a lot. Anyone who works directly with people and help them become a better person, that takes a special kind of person to be able to do that. So that's pretty exciting. That's extremely exciting. So you told me what's next for you, and you told me what's next for the Pride Foundation, but personally, where are you going next?
Oh, wow. Personally, I am just seeking to expand in my business, seeking to expand and help others, and personally help my daughter grow into the young woman that she is to be.
Any educational endeavors? You know so much. You've done so much. Your education is so vast. Any new educational endeavors that you're thinking about?
Yes, I'm actually.
You seem to always want to be learning.
Yes, thank you. I'm actually looking into home designing.
Awesome.
So home decor, decorating people's homes.
Okay. That's almost a gift in itself. So if you can do anything like that, I mean, that's pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible. So how old is your daughter?
She's actually 7 years old.
Awesome.
Going on 17.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. I'm sure her etiquette and her image is off the roof and over the chains.
We try, but all kids are going to be kids, so
Yes.
you can't take that part away from them.
Yes.
But all you can do is constantly remind them, be consistent about it. And that's with any child. You have to be consistent on telling them, hey, this is how you do this, and this. So right now, the biggest thing is the Lord.
Oh wow, oh wow. Well, it sounds like that you are doing an excellent job, not just with your daughter, but as a whole in the gift that God has given you, in the purpose that God has given you. You're certainly in the place where you should be. You're certainly fulfilling the purpose that God has given you. And I am so grateful that you agreed to be my guest today. And thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you out there for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video. And take care and be blessed. Thank you so much for being with us today. This has been incredible.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. This is good.